All right, Coach, autumn in full swing, and it is decently chilly, but all in all, a pleasant day here at FedEx Field just outside of the District of Columbia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Washington Redskins. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Check 43. Hatchet.
Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Check. Jump out.
Rodgers now to throw. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On play action, it's Rodgers. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers going underneath for Gordon. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. It's hauled in by Shepard. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper? Got a man here, and it's Garcon. Touchdown, Washington. Pierre Garcon. his second touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Waiting.
Mike.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Friend. Sick guy.
Down the man inside. Down the man.
This is Jerick McKinnon, who missed the entire 2018 campaign. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Let's go. Hey, we got
Great 57.
From the gun, it's Wentz. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
15. First down.
Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 of his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now Gordon on first down. Gordon loses the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Tighten up.
On second down, it's Gordon. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Rodgers will try again on second down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jerry Tillery in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process?
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Now McKinnon to start the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Play action. Now Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Blue 58! We own it!
On 1st down, Gordon. It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England 1st down.
1st down, New England.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. 2nd down, McKinnon. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to look deep for more. This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all. The way down to the 9.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. They run here with Singletary. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Matthew Ioannidis in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Following the sack, they go from the 13 on 3rd and goal. Wentz going to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Bullock will put this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Watch the screen.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. To return is Taylor, and he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep is Tavon Austin. Fielded just inside the 30. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He sets to into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wentz escaping the pressure right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Sunday.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike.
61, matchbox lights.
I'm coming after you.
Check 50, check 50.
Check 24, check 24.
Win 5-3, win 5-3.
On first down, Wentz. To the right side, and he's got Moore complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
88. You think you won't get this? Yeah.
Check.
29 yards.
The final shot before half for Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Matt Bryant set to kick off.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Wentz. Being chased out, and he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Matt Ioannidis picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Sheds off the tackle. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
630, 258. Pilot, 64, weak.
No. Switch. Joker.
Watch the safety creep.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gordon, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
258, 88.
It's a pickup of 3.
Watch the whip.
Second
Check
and
99.
7.
Check 99.
At the Patriots'
Come on.
32
Double up.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give the Redskins 13 there and a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
You're all mine.
Right now, you got 58.
You're all mine. Check. Watch twist.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here.
No.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
So the penalty erases their earlier loss. Now it's 2nd and 8. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, check 26.
53's mine. Check.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Over.
Watch the run.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
53
2nd and 9. Wentz over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore.
Complete to DJ Moore.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
To throw is Wentz. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Jalen Samuels. His first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. So up comes Wentz as he and the guys on offense here will go for 2.
30. Watch out. Hey, Lou.
They'll try and run it here. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, and the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Bravo.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Mike 55.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. It's caught. Shepard. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. To throw is Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long. And they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A Redskin first down. The pickup, 15 yards. They go back to Gordon here on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On play action. Now Rodgers. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And this is Shepard on the catch. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where it came from.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Rodgers going to run the option here left. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on fourth down. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. It's brought in by Jeffrey. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. On play action, Rodgers. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Rodgers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Bullock good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. And he's got room. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Here we go. Waiting.
Crunch time, defense.
Wentz to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Go, go.
Check, check. Check. Crunch. Crunch.
Let's find 7.
On second down now. It's Jones, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now Wentz. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Rodgers going to throw. And Jeffrey's got it. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half.